Let's get going. I'm hoping the mic works properly. Yes. Sally? No. He says he has visa issues. Let's see. Max? Elliot? Zachary, excuse today. Jaylian? Nico just walked in. Val, I saw. Andrew? Tom? Olivia or Libby? Which one do you go with? Olivia, okay. McDaniel? Moberly? Rosita? Django is here and Dallas. Okay. I created a folder under, where are you? Blackboard. It's the first item that says lecture videos. Every day, lecture videos are going to be posted there with a little brief description. Technically speaking, I'm posting a YouTube playlist, but you get the idea. And any files that I use that day, as well as any notes I may have on OneNote, they're also posted there. So if you miss something, don't remember the formula. You don't have to go watch video. Just go to notes and you can figure it out from there. All right. You don't necessarily need it today, but for general purposes, that's Seeker, Goal Seeker template. I have it here. If you're using your own computer, it's not a bad idea to download it into yours. I mean, today I'm using it. I'm gonna use just a blank one, but it could be that we're gonna be doing some sort of problem solving, and I would have used a copy of Seeker. Remember, on this template, the first two ones are protected. If you try to do anything on them, it's not going to do it. The only thing you can do, hit the black plus button. That creates a copy of itself, and just name it something different and go with that. I mean, it already gives you a different name, but Seeker parentheses 2 is not a very imaginative name. Today's another day where I'm going to talk about how we're going to use Excel in this class. I talked about it at the end of last class, but it's not a bad idea to do it again. A lot of times we're going to deal with exchange rates or other type of data. Most of the data that we need are already available on internet. So since Excel is our calculator, why not go ahead and have those? I'm gonna, for example, get a list of exchange rates. And let's do, let me call it major exchange rates. We'll find some sort of, I did investing.com last time. How about if we did Wall Street Journal? Okay, it does only the major ones. Let's have some other stuff. And that's a converter. Okay, let's do the investing.com again. No, right here. It has exchange rates for a lot of different places. So whenever you're going to import data into Excel from internet, just copy the website address, go to your Excel file. I'm hiding the tabs, but if you want to have it available, but my screen is small, it has valuable real estate, so I hide it. All I have to do is hit to the top, it comes back. Under data tab, there is actually an icon over here that says from web, but if you can't see it, just click on get data from other sources from web. Either one does the same thing, but since I already know the location of icon, come on, just paste the address. It has a lot of importable tables, so you have to click on select multiple items. You could import multiple ones, but if you click on table, you see what they are. Table 0 is precisely what I want. Table 1 is something that may or may not be of interest to you. Oil prices if that's what you want. But I want just table 0, check. And down here it says load. Click on load to. I want the table itself, not just create connection. And I want it on an existing worksheet right there. I mean, I got all of it. The last column is time. I'm not going to actually want that. So we're going to do two things. If you click on the table query is going to come up. Hit properties first. You can name it a different name. I'm going to call this major exchange rates, but you could leave it as it is. Hit enable fast data load. It's going to refresh the connection or refresh all. I want it to refresh when it opens the file, and I want it to refresh itself every 1 minute. It's up to you. You could do every 5 minutes. And hit OK. Now, there are certain columns that I don't actually want. Click on the table again. This time, go to query, hit edit. And I'm going to click on time column, and I'm going to remove that column. Okay. In my case, I don't want to do pure change. I'm going to leave just percentage change. I'm going to remove that as well. There are even options to remove any columns any rows you don't want. I don't care. And close and load. That's it. It's live every 1 minute. It's gonna repeat itself. And first and foremost, this is something we're gonna do a lot. Exchange rates, quoting convention. So currency 1 / currency 2 Sometimes we write it as Q1, Q2, you know, EUR USD, for example. That means value of currency one, which is CU1, in terms of currency two. So if I say EUR USD, you don't have to memorize them, but currencies have three-letter abbreviation that's used in the market. EUR is short for euro, USD is short for USD. In a lot of cases, it's obvious what we're talking about. Sometimes it's not. For example, does anybody know what SAR stands for? It's Saudi Arabian Rial. Okay. On the other hand, what is ZAR? Anybody knows? It's South African Rand. It's not South African Rand. There's no accent there. There's kind of a historical reason why that's the case. Until they got rid of apartheid, South Africa was a pariah in international markets, and their currency was not traded in the international market because of the sanctions and stuff. And Saudi Arabian Rial was already there. So when they joined civilization, they needed a code. But as South African Rand, it should be SAR, but it was taken, so they used ZAR. Okay. Some of them are obvious. AUD is Australian dollar, NZD New Zealand dollar, GBP Great British Pound, Norwegian krone is NOK, Swedish krone is SEK, Danish kroner is DKK, what have you. You can find those out.